I love New Mexico. We have something to share with you.
We're wrong.
We were wrong. We're losers. We got a really bad impression of Santa Fe, New Mexico. I think it all started with the not so great campground that we were staying at.
Yeah.
And we just had a bad taste in our mouth, and things just didn't go well our first couple of days.
Yeah, I think, we try to judge a book by its cover in the beginning, and we were, we gotta admit, we were wrong.
We were wrong. So wrong. What a cute little town.
Now, to back up a little bit, what happened was when we first got to Santa Fe, we usually get there on a Saturday,
right?
And it gives us Sunday the next day to try to drive around a little bit, get a little bit familiar with the area,
right?
And then the next weekend is when we go really do all our exploring. But the first Sunday we were there, we were just kind of driving around, and I think we probably just hit not the best parts of town.
We weren't in the best area. Our campground wasn't the greatest. We weren't in the greatest area, and we were like, what were we thinking?
Yeah, why did we stop here?
Yeah.
But we finally took we finally took some of our own advice, and we did go to the visitor center, and the information we got from the visitor center completely changed our minds.
Opened our eyes.
And that's how we were completely wrong about Santa Fe.
We are so sorry.
The oldest church is here. It is closed already, but you can certainly go, over there and check it out. Down the street, down the alley to the oldest house. Up the street to Loretto Chapel, famous for the miraculous spiral staircase.
Yep, and we're losers.
We did not call that. We didn't get that one right at all.
Yeah, so again, we hit the visitor center, and that gave us a lot of ideas and places where to go.
Yes.
And honestly, there's so much history there. It was just amazing. We really couldn't do everything that we wanted to do. But we did go to a church, a cathedral, and a chapel.
Yes.
And that was really, really cool.
Yes.
These are all old, the history.
Oh.
The church is what, the San Miguel?
San Miguel Church. Does Michael come from Miguel?
It's supposed to be the oldest church structure.
Yes.
And I don't know what maybe it was built from
I believe so.
Something else. I really don't know, but it's supposed to be the oldest church structure in the United States. Mm-hmm. They believe it was built somewhere around 1610. And I'm gonna get this wrong. By the who?
Tlaxcala Indians from Mexico.
From Mexico, yeah. Mm-hmm. So that was really, really cool. We got to go around that and look at it, the adobe walls and things like that. It was really, really, really neat to see.
The original adobe is under the stucco. Open, open, open. That was cool. Our next stop through downtown Santa Fe took us to the Cathedral or Basilica of St. Francis Assisi. It is also known as the St. Francis Cathedral, and it is a Roman Catholic cathedral. It is beautiful.
I'm glad you said all that. There is no way.
Believe me, I cheated and had to look. That looks pretty. Mm-hmm. Look at this. Is that a cottonwood? I think it is.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is.
But the cathedral was built in the late 1800s, and it was actually pretty cool. Again, we got there after visiting hours, so we couldn't go inside, but it's still worth it to walk around the grounds. The two front doors are pretty cool. They're made of bronze. I believe each door has 10 little panels inside of them, and each panel is supposed to represent some part of history of the cathedral. So that was pretty cool as well.
It's definitely worth it just to walk up to the doors and look at the panels. Are so intricately carved, and they're just magnificent. They're just beautiful.
Yeah, the other thing that was kind of fun to do, especially if you had kids, they'd have a blast at this. And I'm going to let you say the name of it again.
Oh, the Labyrinth Path?
The Labyrinth
Path, but it's also known as the Path of Life.
The Path of Life.
Yes.
Basically what it is, out on the grounds, there's bricks, and they're kind of laid out in a circular pattern. But there's a lot of twists and turns in it, and it's supposed to represent the path of life. So, in life, you have twists and turns. You can get lost, you can get stuck, you have
emotional,
meet other people along the way, sense of accomplishments.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. The kids would actually have fun just following the path.
Right.
Dina did it too.
I did do it. You made me think you did it when I wasn't looking. Did you do this?
Yeah. It's supposed to represent the path of life with a lot of twists and turns.
Come to Jesus.
It's Dina's
I made it.
big life moment. All her twists and turns of life.
It's so true, though.
I told her I did it, but I didn't.
You lied.
At church.
Yes, you did. St. Francis is known for his dedication to the poor, the underprivileged, and his love for nature and, of course, animals.
Now this next stop was my favorite. It was the Loretto Chapel, and this one was built in 1873. And believe it or not, this one we actually got to go inside of.
Yeah, we did.
Now they did charge, I believe it was either maybe $5 a person.
$5, I think. Something
totally
like
worth
that.
it, right?
Definitely worth it.
Totally worth it.
Oh, we got to go in.
Yeah.
Is that where we go?
Yeah, see, it says entrance.
Okay, let's go.
And you may have heard about this. I believe this chapel has been on maybe the History Channel or Discovery Channel, something like that, all because of a spiral staircase, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. There's 3 mysteries that surround this spiral staircase inside this chapel, which are...
The type of, they don't know what type of wood they used to make this staircase, which kind of surprises me. I would figure they could figure that out, but apparently not.
Right.
They still don't know who made the staircase.
Correct.
They think Saint Joseph made it,
right,
but they're not 100% sure.
Correct.
And they're still not sure with the physics. What's actually keeping the staircase together, and how is it standing?
Yeah. It's like 2 separate places. It does like a 360-degree turn, and they don't know how it's standing.
Yeah, to look at this, it's amazing. You do want to climb it.
Yeah.
But it's the coolest staircase I think I've ever seen. So,
a lot of people believe that it was Saint Joseph himself who built the staircase in answer to the sisters' prayers.
Yeah. If you had a chance to go to any one of the 3, I think this would be my favorite.
Oh yeah, I think mine too.
It was definitely pretty neat.
Definitely really pretty. One of my personal other favorite things to do is
That's
eat.
because you found the liquor, the liquor list. Yeah, you did.
We wanted to rest, and we were hungry.
Somehow Dina found the cocktail menu.
How lovely. So we stopped at the Luminera restaurant and patio and sat outside.
That was pretty cool.
And had wonderful appetizers and a drink.
Yeah, it was beautiful. She found the drink menu.
It was so beautiful. They have like a outdoor rustic type wood garden full of different potteries and flowering plants and vines and just beautiful setting.
It was.
If you go, sit outside.
Yeah, definitely.
They do have indoor seating, but outside is phenomenal.
Yeah, I would not sit inside. Nothing against it.
No.
It's just I'd much rather be outside. It was actually pretty cool. They had what's it called, a coyote fence?
Yes, coyote
behind you.
fence.
We learned that was something new that we learned too. So that was kind of neat. But yeah, sitting outside, again, we just had an appetizer and a drink each, and just to relax and kind of take in the surroundings. They really did it up pretty nice. That was pretty cool. After we had a break and had something to eat, we had to walk it off, basically. We went to the Vargas Street House.
The oldest house in the USA, circa 1646 AD.
Now, this is known as the oldest house in the United States. At least that's how they're framing it or
Right.
telling us.
That's what it's referred to
can't
as.
tell
We
if
don't really.
that's true or not. It's supposed to be built in the early 1600s.
Yeah.
They did explain to us why it is called the oldest house in the United States. I don't remember everything, but there are some older structures
Yes.
that were converted into homes.
Right.
But this was supposedly originated as a home, and that's why they can say it's the oldest home in the United
Right.
States. Whether it's true or not, it was pretty cool to go inside and see.
Is anybody too tall for the oldest house?
It might have been a little bit shorter back then. I would smash my head every time I walk into this room. I'd have blood right here. That's probably blood right there if it is.
I don't have that problem. I'm actually a good size for it.
They do have a
It was
little
very cool.
museum/gift shop attached to it.
Yep.
But yeah, just to walk, it was free.
Yeah.
You walk inside. There's only
they
one.
take donations.
That's right. Yeah. There's like I believe it's like a 2-room house. So it's kind of cool. It was kind of
With
neat.
some really cool artifacts.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It was really neat. So that was definitely worth it too. And these are everything's within a couple blocks of each other, so you can do this fairly quickly. But
Right.
the house was actually definitely a cool stop as well. If you find stuff like this entertaining or even helpful, please subscribe to our channel and please make sure you hit the like button as well. It really helps us out.
Please and thank you. Santa Fe offers a huge amount of art exhibits. Art studios, art galleries, stores. I mean, there are just beautiful streets just lined with all kinds of exhibits that are just to die for. I love New Mexico.
Oh boy.
Definitely. If art is your thing,
Yeah.
this is definitely a place to go, Santa Fe.
So
There's whole
unique.
sections or parts of town that is
Yes.
kind of just geared towards art and art galleries. But art's not my thing.
So we didn't have a whole lot of time to do that anyway. So what we did was we headed over a little ways across the street, really, from the visitor center to the Capitol building.
Yeah, Santa Fe is actually the state capitol.
Yes.
The state capitol building's right there in
Yes.
Santa Fe.
And what a beautiful building it is. And they had a beautiful art exhibit right there. I believe it was 4 floors, maybe 3.
4 floors
floors.
of contemporary art from local artists or
Yes.
artists from New Mexico.
And they did it up really nicely.
They really did.
Beautiful artwork.
This is like a permanent display, I guess, in the
Display.
Capitol building. They've
Yeah.
had it since 1991. We probably could, again, I'm not big into art, but this was pretty cool. I mean, each of the floors were a little bit different in the type of art that they had. The Capitol building is a big round, I believe they call it the roundhouse. It's basically just a big round building, so you can kind of walk in circles. Once you get done, you go up a floor and up again. It was really, really neat.
All kinds of different kinds of arts.
There was things in there that I didn't think I would really care for, but I was wrong again. It was pretty neat. Like I said, I think I'm Thurston Howell of Gilligan's Island. I'm gonna get my pipe and be like Mr. Howell on Gilligan's Island.
Oh boy.
Rub elbows with the shoulders with the fancy upper crust.
Yeah.
And go check it out.
He's all mine. All mine.
You're so
Ladies,
lucky.
I know. I'm so lucky. What how much were we told that the art exhibit at the Capitol building
told,
was
I
worth?
believe, somewhere between 16 and
that's
20
what I
million
thought.
dollars worth of art in there. So it was definitely pretty cool.
Yeah,
And it was pretty nice
really
to
cool.
see.
After walking through the church, the chapel, and the cathedral, and then the Capitol building, through all the artwork and the streets, just people watching too, we decided we were hungry again.
Again.
Never fails.
So we did go to, it's basically a rooftop.
Rooftop pizzeria and draft station.
It was actually pretty cool because it looks out over like the town square, a little town park. And the neatest thing about this was besides eating outside and getting able to people watch, this is the end of the Santa Fe Trail.
Fran belongs to that group.
This they did like 170 markers for the Santa Fe Trail. If you never heard of the Santa Fe Trail, it originated from Missouri to Santa Fe, and it was like the early to mid 1800s, and it was used for trade. People from Mexico and also United States would go back and forth for trade. So it's kind of cool. You're at the very end of the Santa Fe Trail.
Right.
Something that I really enjoyed, and I didn't even know this place was there. Now, Dina couldn't go because she had a migraine. She was sick that day. But about 45 minutes to an hour drive is a place called Bandelier National Monument. All right, I made it to the visitor center. I had to take a shuttle bus all the way here. I had to stand up so I couldn't see any of the way here. But there's a couple cool trails we're supposed to be able to do, so I'm going to go through the visitor center and check out some of these trails.
Right.
And that was really pretty cool if you want to talk about some history. Now, depending on the time of year that you're there, you may have to take a shuttle bus into the park. From June to October, roughly, you have to take the shuttle bus. Other than that, you can drive into the park. There's very, very limited parking there. If you go there during the summer, you do have to stop at a place called White Rock Visitor Center, and that's where you can get onto the bus. And the bus will take you from there. It's about, I believe, 15-20 minutes into the park from there. Kind of at a high level, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., you do have to take the shuttle bus Monday through Thursday. The shuttle bus is every 30 minutes, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the shuttle bus is every 20 minutes. And there is very, very limited parking there. Now, to me, the neatest thing about the park is the history, and it's basically the ancestral Pueblo people, and they actually lived there.
Say that 3 times fast.
I'm not saying that again. They actually lived there from roughly 1150 to 1550 AD. I don't know if all these are individual rooms, but if they are, they're pretty small. They're probably only, I'm guessing, 6 feet by 8 feet, maybe 8 by 10 at the most. But pretty small little rooms. They lived there for a span of about 400 years, and that was roughly, say, 900 years ago. But what they would do is this rock, it's called volcanic tuff, and it's, even though it's called tuff, it's supposed to be kind of soft as far as rocks go, so they can chisel out homes, and that's exactly what they did. When you go into the park, you look on the side of these cliffs, and you'll see all these dugout caves, and that was their homes.
Wow.
And it was really, really pretty cool. Some of these still have ladders, you know, going up to them that, you know, the park allows you to actually go inside of one of these. Oh, wow. It's pretty cool. A couple stories. You can see where it's black on the walls from fire. Ceilings are all dark. And you can look out and see everybody. Everybody waiting in line. Pretty cool. So that was kind of cool. They're not huge. I didn't see any place to hang an 80-inch TV. I didn't see any jacuzzis or any big love seats either. These were kind of small. You might see some where the ceilings are black from soot, from fires. But yeah, it was extremely basic. But there's over 3,000 of these in the park. So that was pretty cool as well. Now what happened after the Pueblo people lived there for about 400 years. The land just couldn't support them anymore, and they had some drought. They did start moving along the Rio Grande and kind of out of the area.
Oh, okay.
So that's why they just kind of migrated out.
Wow.
But it was really, really, really cool to see.
Is that an all-day adventure?
For me, it was definitely, I just had the day.
Yeah.
But they do have over 70 miles of trail in the park. So if you wanted to, you could definitely stay a lot longer and do some more hiking. But there is one, I guess the main trail is called the main loop trail.
Okay.
It's only a mile, 1.4 miles round trip.
Okay.
Very easy. But it kind of covers all the major pieces of the
Right.
park. So you do get to walk through some of the
Wow.
old ruins. Again, some of those caves that they put ladders up in, the old wooden ladders. So you can go into some of those caves along
And
the
hopefully
trail.
someone does go around and check those ladders.
Yeah, I don't think those are from the
Wow.
1100s. They look a little more modern than that.
Wow.
But the coolest thing, and this is, if you have the time to do it, that main loop trail, you're going to want to follow that to a place called the Alcove House. And this was, I guess, kind of the grand finale of
Okay.
the whole trail. But that goes out, it's all by itself. Now this one, if you're afraid of heights, you're not going to want to do it. You have to climb up roughly 140 feet of ladders to get to it. And then once you're up in there, you're kind of in a little cave or an indent into the side of the cliff there, and you can look out all around and it's cool views and
I
stuff.
think I picked a good day to have a migraine.
If
if there is such thing.
Yeah.
All right, this is the base to the trail, the Alcove House. It's supposed to be 140 steps up some ladders. I think they have them kind of, you go up some ladders and there's like a landing and you go up from there, but looks pretty cool. We're gonna go do it.
Good
It was
Lord.
actually pretty neat.
Wow.
The ladders going up, they're kind of split into different sections, so you're not going 140 feet at one time. You're gonna go up, go to a little plateau, other people may be trying to come down and stuff
Oh,
like
okay.
that. So it's definitely one at a time type thing.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. It's like going to Mardi Gras.
Oh man, I feel like I'm on Angel's Landing again. Either I need to lose weight, or this is pretty narrow. It's probably a combination of both.
Once you get to the top, look around. It was pretty
How
cool.
crowded was it when you were there?
It wasn't that bad. There might have been a couple dozen people
Okay.
throughout the alcove ladders, you know,
Yeah.
up and down. So it wasn't bad. You had to wait
Yeah.
once for a couple people, but
Wow.
other than that, it was pretty cool. So between all the art and stuff in Santa Fe, the Bandelier National Monument, it was definitely a pretty cool stop for
it
us.
was definitely a cool place to see.
And we got this one wrong.
Yeah,
it was,
we definitely got it
It was
wrong.
a lot of fun.
Yeah. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you have a great week.
Remember, always live life to the fullest.
Safe travels and God bless.